We've got a lot of good people in here tonight, and it is for a very good reason. Everyone, welcome into the first stream for the first annual Scenic City Invitational. My name is Nutty. Right to my left, I believe. Yeah, to my left is my good buddy McMaster. K4, how you doing, friend?
Oh, I'm so happy to be here.
Too,
this
man.
is fantastic. This is just the coolest thing that we could possibly be a part of. Welcome all of you in the chat. As Nutty said, I'm McMaster. We are two of the production crew that are two of the main organizers of the Scenic City Invitational, the first ever Scenic City Invitational, the first annual, hopefully, assuming we can continue running this next year. That is the hope, of course. But tonight, we have a lot of things that we need to sort out and a lot of things that people are excited to learn. That is the seeding of the teams. That is the groups, as we're going to randomly select them.
Yes.
Nutty, if you even want to show them, we are literally going to be pulling them out of a bowl. If you want to show us the literal bowl that you have, we're going to be pulling names out of a bowl. So, all that to say, we're first going to lead with the production talent. It is Nutty, obviously, as one of the main casters, myself as one of the main casters as well. But if we cut over and take a look at things, we have two other very experienced CRL casters with us. Oh no, they're under your camera. There we go.
That's fine.
We have Nutty, we have myself, we have Bepic, and we have Taquito, and DJ TJ just kind of over the shoulder because if anything were to happen to one of the teams being Concord, DJ TJ might just hop on the mic at a moment
don't you worry.
So,
He'll be here. He'll be here. He will absolutely be on the mic.
He will be here. Okay. Then that's been decided, but we just did.
Yes.
Okay, you did actually add special guests. I didn't see that
sure
that was
did.
there last graphic. All right, so the main casters throughout the event are mainly going to be Nutty, Bepic, myself, and Taquito. And then DJ TJ is likely going to join us in the booth either Saturday or Sunday or both, depending on how things play out. So that was just the first starting announcement that we, mainly wanted to get into. Which is just beautiful. A massive thank you, of course, to Bepic and Taquito
100%.
for making the trip on down to Tennessee. Massive thank you to Nutty for bringing all of us together. Thank you, DJ TJ, eventually, for joining us. And, of course, we are then going to move into a bit of a presentation we have to explain the seed, to explain how things are going to be organized. So, Nutty, let's go ahead and dive on over to that. This is all information on the Scenic City Invitational and the seeding. We are first going to be leading off with the teams that we have here. So to start off, here's all the teams that we got. We have Acrid Glue, which is two of the players from Gold, or shoot, I can't remember which it was.
Two of the players from Blue, yeah.
Two from Blue, one from Gold. BPC, Bruton, Parker Christian. We got the Buds at Georgia State. Clemson, Concord, Cumberland's A team, and Cumberland B, which I guess is actually Cumberland Academy. My apologies on that. That is my fault. East Tennessee State, George Mason, Georgia, Huntington, Indiana Tech, Kennesaw State A and Kennesaw State B, Kentucky, St. Edwards, Syracuse Blue, not Syracuse Orange, Syracuse Blue, UTC, obviously the hosts have to take part, and then University of Tennessee at Knoxville A and B.
Yeah, there's a lot of rosters in here that you could look at and just, maybe it's rose-tinted glasses. There are a lot of rosters that could just outright win this event, K4.
Yes.
I could tell you on any given day, I would think 12 teams could probably just show up and win the entire thing. 100%.
It is an unbelievably stacked event that we have, and we are super blessed that all these teams are willing to make the trip on down. Mm-hmm. It is going to be a fantastic time. We have 3 days worth of action to get into, but before we can even get into any of the games, before we can even select the groups, we have to explain how these teams were sorted. So, please do take it away, my friend.
Yeah, so this was a big decision that a big group of us actually decided to indulge in. We didn't want to make it random, fully random. We also didn't want to make it strictly seeding. But we did take a seeding list from each of the 6 members behind the scenes, those being myself and McMaster, along with Bepic and Taquito, DJ TJ. Shout out. The man just arrived. And also Vaudable. Big shout out to Vaudable for making a list for us. What we did is we took everyone's seeding list, we averaged them out, and from there, we seeded them. Kind of shocking to... I'm not super sure how else to put it, in all honesty.
Yeah, as opposed to just taking one person's point of view and be like, okay, this is what the seeding list is going to be. We took all of us, and then added together the total number of their seeds, averaged it out by 6, and then that's how you end up getting all of the teams in order.
Yes.
That being said, with the teams being seeded, there is still randomness to the groups, because we weren't just going to, separate it mathematically just based on, what was even. Instead, we wanted to have a little bit of fun with it. So, here is how the groups are going to be sorted out. So there is an upper tier, which is going to be seeds 1 through 4. There is only going to be one team from seeds 1 through 4 in each group, because there's going to be 4 groups, there's going to be 4 total groups, 5 teams in each group. 1 from the upper tier, 2 from the middle tier, which is 5 through 12, and then 2 from the lower tier, seeds 13 through 20. So what's going to happen is, we have all the teams seeded. We are going to randomly draw from that bowl that Nutty had, seeds 1 through 4 to see whether they go in group A, B, C, or D. The middle tier will probably go, 1 through each group, and then a second through each group. And again, it will just be randomized, but at least then it won't be ridiculous to where we don't stack like 4 of the top 8 teams into one single group. Oh, actually, that could very well happen, but that way we don't have a whole group of like 5 of the top 6 in one group, and then there's just a terrible group of death. So this way keeps it well spread out, and should still bring more fun with the randomness as well.
Yeah, so next up, real quick, we're just going to knock through all the rosters, because there are a couple of rosters that are going to be a little bit different than what you have normally seen from them. So to start off, we look at the number 1 seed, and in all honesty, this should be no surprise to anyone whatsoever. It is DJ TJ's squad of the Concord Esports. CMOS, Helix, and Crispy, these guys were unanimously the number 1 seed. There's no shock there whatsoever. They're looking to start off their 25-26 school year with a LAN victory. Looking up at number 2, though, McMaster, who do we got?
We do have Cumberland following up in second, also unanimously picked for the second seed, Nightya, Nex, and Puller. And as you see by the team names, there is an average. That average score, it was 1.00 on Concord as the unanimous number 1 pick. Cumberland being number 2, being unanimous, was an average of 2, and you will see that will drastically change, all starting with the very next seed as well. But yeah, Concord, Cumberland, it was basically 1A, 1B. That was the picks, and now from here is where people started to disagree.
This is where the real seeding started. I think the 1 and 2 were pretty consensus. The 3 was almost consensus. Pardon me. Akron Glue. Everyone picked them to be the number 3 seed, besides our friend Taquito, who had them all the way down in 5. He expected that they were a mid-tier team in this LAN, which, hey, you know what? I respect it. It's okay. Milio, Patty, and Bullseye. No 5-up, but still a fantastic roster, very capable of making a run. But McMaster, I know for a fact that you are going to be heated with who got placed in number 4 and who you think would have gotten snubbed.
It's all right. We'll get to those points because I do have notes on every single one of these. The number 4 seed coming into this is going to be Kennesaw State A. TNT, Flitz, and Kronovi. They've been hot recently, and I believe recent form is what pushed them up. Taquito actually had them at the 3 seed as opposed to Akron Glue. And you and I actually had them at 6, which definitely threw off the averages quite a bit. So Kennesaw State, coming in with that average of 4.5, is going to be the 4 seed. That wraps up the top 4. And again, the 4 teams in the upper tier, if you will, that will be drawn first, I believe. Yeah, are we going to draw those first, I would say?
Yeah, we're going to draw them first.
All right, the first 4 teams, they are not going to be in the same group, will be Concord, Cumberland, Akron Glue, and Kennesaw State A. Those are the 4. Those are the top 4 teams based on our average seeding thus far.
Yeah, so heading into the mid-tier, having them at 6 is insane. I'm so sorry. I do trust these guys coming up a little bit more. Both the 4 seed and the 5 seed are a new roster. They also were differing by 1 placement, I believe. I believe Kennesaw's is 4.5, and the 5 seed, ETSU, is 4.83. Another revamped roster. Farici and Kasai, I believe, joining Landon. Me and Taquito both had them at 4. Vod had him all the way at 6. I completely understand it, but at the same time, I love this roster, man. I love Landon, what he brings to the team, and just getting some spice, I like to say, in both the Frenchmen.
Absolutely, yeah. It's interesting to think about how the imports are going to do, frankly, because we do have multiple rosters with imports on the team, including the next one being the 6th seed of Indiana Tech, coming in at a 5.83 average. I actually had them at the highest rank out of anyone. I had them at 4, and Vod had them as low as 8. Bluey, being the resident American, has Reshiram and Velocity coming in from overseas. They've looked good on the Night Lights showcases. but did have a couple of hiccups when it came to their early matches and NECC placements. So it's interesting to think about what kind of form they're going to be in. Again, based on a couple of the guys from ETSU and the guys here in Indiana Tech, you got to wonder how are they going to play on their first LAN on a different continent. It could be a totally different thing to see.
That's a really good point. I didn't think about that. CRL has just been in a constant state of change. Roster mania is going berserk for RLCS, but it absolutely has stayed consistent, even dating back to CRL over the past few months. And I actually think this was the first big shocker of CRL roster releases, that being Nolly and the St. Edward's Hilltopper coming in at number 7, just right behind Indiana Tech. Everyone actually had SEU at number 7, except for VOD, who has full faith in Tater. Can you blame him? I can't blame him at all.
No, not even mildly. And, Nolly brings experience that very few players at this LAN do, which is the fact that he's won a major. Yes, we saw Kurnovi earlier on Kennesaw State. That is the mountain, and he's won Worlds. But Nolly has won a major where there would have been a much larger crowd in the balance to worry about. So he's got all the LAN experience to lead a team like this. It is going to be very interesting to see how this group performs. They looked great in their NECC placements, and they look like they might just be hitting stride at the right moment in time. And a team that I would love to see hit their stride is our next seed, number 8, BPC. Bruton Parker Christian Esports, Milk, Manny, and Cass. Kyler's also coming in as a sub. Everyone actually had them at 8, except for VOD, who had them at 7. So just as the last one, everyone's had SEU at 7, except for VOD, who had them at 5. Everyone had BPC at 8, except for VOD, who had them slightly higher. They've had a bit of a roller coaster start in terms of their Nightlight showcases, but there is a lot still left to be proven from them. They're a roster that has been around CRL, but if they can prove it by having a really nice showcase here at this LAN, people are going to start having them in conversations of the upper echelon of CRL.
Yeah, real quick, shout out to Beastbound. Beastbound, I'm so sorry. I forgot to add you, man. That's on me. But you know what? It's okay. Because next up, Tihan's in the chat, and seed number 9 is his boys with George Mason. Krasix, Kinsey, and Proto. No memory. We can give Memory some grace. We love Memory. Memory is also just a busy man. They were unanimously the 9 seed. No one deviated. I do also think I think it's a testament to how deep this LAN is, because I do just think that George Mason could straight up win. I wouldn't be shocked.
I would love to see if a team right around this range was able to push to the top and shock some of the teams above them, because that's one of the things with these public seedings, as we, point them out. These were, again, selected by a group of individuals, 6 of us to be exact. So, George Mason at 9, BPC 8, St. Ed, so on, are going to be thinking to themselves, man, we deserve to be higher. Let's go show these guys what's up. And I hope that George Mason shows that kind of motivation when they are on LAN. Following them is a team that really does not have to travel far at all. University of Tennessee at Knoxville. It is staying within the same state. Love to see it on the side of UTK. We got Joe Bro, Shaka, and Taibu. They had a pretty simple range here. UTK ranked 10 by 4 out of the 6 of us. Only Vaudeville and Taquito had them lower at 11 and 12, respectively. The UTK retirement home, if you will. Still looking to show that in their old age, they still have the legs to get by some of these youngsters. They call themselves a retirement home. That's not for me to say. But anyways, UTK are looking to show up in their home state and perform on LAN just like everyone else here. I love Joe Bro's reaction, by the way, to Taquito. That's fantastic.
All right. We head to 11, and it's actually our first B team. It's going to be Cumberland Academy coming in at seed number 11. Hotshot, Aurora, and Gnosis. Hotshot is nothing short of an absolute dog. I love Hotshot. I love watching Hotshot. Taquito ranked him at 10, a little bit higher than everyone else. Vaught had him at 13. Hotshot does not seem to have any beef with the seeding whatsoever. Hotshot, prove everyone that you're better than 11. I want to see it, King. Looking at number 12, though. Who do we got, Mitch?
It is another B team. Syracuse Blue, that is. We got Gav, Nano, and Aquasteer. Syracuse not setting their main roster is an interesting thing, but this roster is not one to just kind of scoff at, okay? They're definitely going to hold their own. This is a fun one because though their average is 12.5 and they are seed 12, no one actually ranked them at 12. They were ranked at highest by Vaudeville at 10, and User put them down at 15, which is interesting. and I hope that they prove you wrong.
You know what? Me too. But the reason that I couldn't have them much higher is because the next two teams I genuinely love with all of my heart. Real quick, this is the end of the mid-tier. The previous 8 teams that you just saw will occur. There will only be 2 of them per group. Now we head into the lowest tier.
Hold on, wait, really quick.
What?
Let's just run over to make sure that everyone knows. Again, that mid-tier, Eastern Tennessee, Indiana Tech, ETSU, East Tennessee State, Indiana Tech, St. Edwards, BPC, George Mason, UTK, Cumberland Academy, and Syracuse Blue is that mid-tier.
Yes, right on. So we start the bottom tier, and there are still teams that are really good. Specifically, one that I love, Huntingdon. Craig Biscuit, Silas, and Stinky Bus. I love Stinky Bus. No faith in fellow Unk. You guys are not Unk. I had him at 11. If you thought I was kidding when I said I love this roster, I wasn't. I wasn't. They were very, very close to squeaking to that 12 seed and getting into the mid-tier. It was one singular point. Look at this. 12.5, yes. 12.67. One person ranks them higher, and they're in mid-tier.
You can criticize me all you want. Honestly, this is just a lack of information on my side of things. I will plead ignorance and not knowing Huntington's game, but I hope that they, come in and show me what they're all about. And interestingly, just like Syracuse Blue, no one had them ranked at 13, and they're the 13th seed. I just think that's an interesting little tidbit. I love numbers, and that's just something I love about that. Now, moving on to the Buds. The Buds at Georgia State. Average 13.17. Buddy, Monk Jr., and Asian Eyes, they were ranked 14 by 3 different people at the lowest, actually, which is interesting. A lot of people had them at 14. I had them at 11. I think the Buds are going to show up. They're going to show off. And you know something? The land presence, there's been some talks about some people having fun when given the opportunity to talk. If they have the opportunity to try to get another team's heads, they might just take it. So we'll see. The land environment could create some interesting situations, and it might actually favor the Buds.
Asian Eyes is not getting on the mic. We have player interviews. Asian Eyes.
I wasn't going to say a name.
Asian Eyes, you're not on the mic, buddy. You're gone. 15, we've got Clemson University. One of our final invitees, actually. We got Masao Beans and Enzo. I also love Clemson. Clemson. Just a great group of people to work with. Super easy. Got them in and confirmed their attendance within an hour of DMing. I believe it was Masao. I could be wrong.
Yeah, Masao is awesome. And shout out to the guys at Clemson because this is a personal thing of mine. If it was not for Clemson, I would not have casted anything collegiately over the last year. They got me into the Carolina Collegiate Clash, or C3 Esports League, which is North and South Carolina schools. Clemson being a part of that. I casted one of their games for CCS, and they told me about a couple other leagues that I should be a part of, one of them being C3. I was able to do that, landed that, branch onto a bunch of other opportunities. So shout out Masao, Canovo, Pasa, Darth Pepe, all the other guys at Clemson who either are or are not with the team anymore. Just a heartfelt shout out to Clemson. So big thank you to them. Moving on, however, we do have to go on down to number 16. We do have another B roster here, which is UT Knoxville B. They're actually tied for the 16th seed.
Yeah.
I did not think with having 16 people ranking these different teams that we would end up finding one that would be, mimicked in terms of total rating. But here we are. Jeezy, Mina, and legit Luke. It was a very easy average. 2 people at 15, 1 person at 16, 3 people at 17. That was easy math. And I, again, do not know how they managed to be tied with the team after.
They are, Kung, are you on this roster? I didn't think you were, but now I'm doubting myself. They're actually tied with the final B team, Kennesaw State B. Dylan, I don't think Dylan's here. No, Buddy's in the chat. Buddy, I'm sorry. Buddy, I'm sorry. Buddy, I'm sorry. Anyway, can't focus on that. Kennesaw B is here. Dylan, Clixie. Reese is the third. Reese is their third. Everyone had Kennesaw B at 16 except Taquito, who has no faith whatsoever. Hey, man. Hey, Kung. Let's be honest here. I will say, they did give St. Edwards a run for their money last night. It was what, 3-1?
Yes, it was. They took game 2.
I mean, this is a very good team.
Placement matches.
Now, I did finish my list like last Sunday, so maybe I would have changed it a little bit. However, too late, doesn't matter. Going on to number 7, or pardon me, number 18. Chipmunk, where you at?
Before I address that, Buddy is not happy with me. Buddy and Monk are not happy with the seedings. Again, guys, I put you at 11 over Huntington, so don't be mad at me in particular. You can be mad at Nutty.
Just win the event. Just win it.
Enough about that. We're gonna bring on Kentucky. The Chipmunk man, thank you. He's here now. What's up, Spence and Bluego? Ranked 18 by everyone except Taquito, who had him 19. This is back-to-back times where everyone was unanimous on that, except Taquito, who just had a little bit of hate in his heart and decided to lower a team by a single point. So had he thought that Kennesaw was one better, they would have been over UTKB. And had he thought Kentucky was one better, they would have actually remained in their same spot. But at least then it would have been an average of 18 on the dot.
DJ TJ, our friend, you're gonna be pleased about this one. They're not last. Georgia, Copa Tropa, and Georgia are the 19 seed. They're here. They're not 20. I love them. Koopa Troopa, Meared, and Nuffins. I'm so happy these guys are coming. Koopa is never last. Oh, wow. Turtle's already. Dude, there's so much hate in this Twitch chat. Just be happy. I've rated them at 19.
You guys can hate verbally when we're here in person.
That's true. Wait, no, I didn't rank them at 19. I ranked them at 20. You want to know why? Mitch, tell them why.
Because of, obviously, you had to pick your home favorites. UTC, Mox Esports, Steel Streak, Gucci, Tylenol, and Stormy. Bepic and Nutty had them over Georgia. Everyone else had them at 20. I mean, do I hope that the hometown crowd can get some wins? Yes.
Yes!
I'm just a little... I don't see it. I hate to be that guy. I'm so sorry. You can be upset with me all you want.
All right.
Do I hope it happens? Sure. But hope and reality are two different things, and in reality, I do not see it going that way. But that's not for me to say. It's for the team to decide on the field.
Who knows, man? It's fine. They'll just come out and they'll go 4-0 in group stages. Tournament favorites in our hearts. Gucci Tylenol. Gucci Tylenol is my dog.
That is a goated name.
Shout out Braden.
Great name.
I really hope he's watching. That guy on LAN is going to be cinema. Okay. It's the moment you guys are all here for, right? You want to know what groups you guys are in. Give me 1 second. I got to switch my camera over to OBS. So what I have to do is go to a black screen for the time being. I'm so sorry. I have to do this. I have to do this. And I have to turn everything off. Oh, yeah. UTC did just beat Florida State. I beat Florida State. I was playing. Dude, I'm a Diamond 1. I'm literally a D1, and I beat Florida State. Top 10 achievements of my life. Just letting everyone know. Playing as a stretch. I kind of was just there, you know? Okay, here we go. Hey, guys. Good to see y'all. We're going to rejoin with our good buddy K4. Dude, I think you'd enjoy this. Buddy just DM'd me on Discord saying, count your days.
Well, he said it in the chat, too. He said it publicly and then privately. He's standing on business.
I have to show this off. Hold on, give me a second.
And then said it again.
Okay, bro, the hate. I'm sorry.
No, he's about it. Okay. All right. Buddy, love you. Would love to talk about Buddy in the trash. Would love to talk about the trash talk. But it's time for the moment everyone's actually been waiting for. All right. Let's draw these stinking groups. All right, let's get to it.
Okay. So here's how this is gonna work, right?
I got the poll. Snake drafted?
Oh, we can for the bottom 2 tiers. For the first one, it doesn't really matter whatsoever. Okay. 1 through 4 is in here. You got Concord, you got Cumberland, you got Kennesaw, and you got Akron. I almost forgot Akron. My bad. Okay. So, the 1 seed in Group A is going to be Cumberland Esports. The 1 seed of Group B is going to be Concord. The 1 seed of Group C is going to be Kennesaw State, which leaves the 1 seed of Group D to be Akron. So
ooh, that was fast. I'm trying to keep up with you here, brother.
I'm so sorry.
Give us. All right, that's fine. I guess there isn't much to discuss other than all right. There's the start of the group. So Group A again, Cumberland Esports. Group B, Concord. Group C, Kennesaw State, and Group D, Akron Glue.
Yes.
All right. Now things get interesting. Do you want to go with Group D first and snake draft the whole thing?
No, we can snake draft, start at A, go to D, do D twice, and then go back to A, in my opinion.
Okay, well...
Can you all show this on screen?
We'll snake from here. Yeah, show the names.
Yes,
that's a good idea.
I can. Hold on, let me pull it up. Give me a minute. Kind of didn't think about that whatsoever. Appreciate that shout, Kong. Dude, shout out McMaster, just putting in the dirty work. Pause. Where are you entering
doing what
this,
I can.
K4?
Into the, it's right in the group.
Oh, can you, hey, up top where it says groups, can you put them up there? Just so I can zoom in on it easier.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can do that.
Thank you, smoochies. Okay, so let's see. Let's Alt-Tab into this. Bang. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Put this at the bottom. All right. Now we can continue. Now we can figure out everyone else.
We're gonna have to have some discussions as these go.
Yes.
That is for sure.
Yes, absolutely. All right.
All right. Fire away, sir. The second team of Group A. I want to see this.
Joining Cumberland in Group A is going to start off with, wow,
Show the camera.
Tennessee Group of Death. ETSU is joining Cumberland in Group A. That is
How'd you manage to pull the top
matchup.
team of the second tier?
That's gonna be a matchup. All right, spin them around. Okay. Joining
That's crazy.
Concord in Group B. Oh wow, I kind of don't like this. Cumberland Academy. We will get Concord versus Cumberland at some point. It's just going to be the Academy team.
Hold on, I gotta make sure I
You're
have
good.
seeds
Take
right.
your time.
All right, that was number 11.
Yes. I have the piece of paper in my hand for Group C.
Fire it.
Joining Kennesaw State. Oh, Joe Bro! UTK! What a matchup there. Waiting for our good friend, good buddy.
We're good. I got it up. I got it running.
Sweet. All right. Joining Akron in Group D is going to be Syracuse.
So you mean to tell me that we pulled the top seed from this tier, if you will,
and then we drew the
three lower ones right away. Okay,
you're right.
Well, at least like 10, 11, 12 won't be paired up with each other.
This
So
is true.
This will spread things out quite a bit.
All right.
I mean,
Group D.
at first look, Cumberland ETSU is a match that physically has to happen, and that's going to be fun.
I know who's next.
Oh yeah, this is Group D. Yeah, fire.
Looking in Group D. Tech, yeah, baby. Indiana Tech will be facing off against Akron at some point during the group stages. We got three more left. What do we got? We got George Mason, we got BPC, and we got St. Ed's.
St. Ed's.
Yep.
Yep.
All right,
Which
joining
is 7, 8, and 9.
Yes.
Is what is
UTK and Kennesaw State will be joined by yes, St. Edwards. Yes. Kiranovi versus Noli, dude. That's what I wanted.
Groups.
I wanted that the entire time.
Dude, everyone's going to be claiming rigged. Everyone's going to be claiming rigged. Saint Kiranovi and Noli in groups is nuts.
I wanted it the whole time. Okay. Concord and Cumberland. It's either BPC or George Mason. Oh, wow. Hey, DJ. I know you love him, but you're going to have to kill him. BPC. Which means George Mason will be the third team in Group A. You want to talk about a group of death? There it is. That was fun. That was electric. Holy smokes. Tihan.
Group C is kind of crazy.
Dude, Group C's underrated.
Akron and Indiana Tech is going to be a heck of a matchup, too.
Oh my gosh, man. I love it.
Group A is like criminally tough to be a part of.
All right, guys.
This is all insane.
Dude, I didn't realize how stacked these were going to be until I started drawing them. Wow. Dude, how many people are DMing me? Oh, it's no. Okay, I thought people were already talking trash.
Is it just Buddy still saying count
No,
your days?
no. Shout out, Buddy, bro. I will be counting my days.
Back to Group A for the final 8 picks.
Group A. It'll be starting off.
Who do you got first?
Joining Cumberland, ETSU, and George Mason. Hey, McMaster.
Is it actually?
Turtle. It's time to round up the troops. The host, UTC.
Oh, brother. They got into Group A? Oh, no.
Dude, I'm going to get fired. I'm going to get fired. I'm going to get fired.
No.
Okay.
Oh, gosh.
Buddy, I'll count my days at my job. All right. Group B.
Right. Secondly.
Group B, Concord, BBC, and Cumberland Academy. This is going to be electric. Clemson.
Ooh, is that yeah, number 15.
Yes. Group C is going to get Huntington and Buds, and I am going to be smiling from ear to ear, just letting you guys know.
Bro, if Group C were to get Huntington and Buds, and that would be Group of Death. None of those teams should be out right away. All right, fire away.
Joining them.
Pull Huntington or Buds.
I pulled something better. Dylan. Kennesaw B. Kennesaw B.
Kennesaw B is in this. Oh no. Oh no. What are you doing,
That's
man?
juice. That is juice. All right. Group D.
So dude, what is Group C? Looks
I know.
rigged as hell.
I know. It's insane. It's very bad.
Outside of St. Edwards, it's just Tennessee.
I will say real quick. Actually, wait. I'll wait till after this. Put Buds in Group C for SEL plus SEU. That'd be kind of hard. Group D.
Group D. Dude, a Buds Group D would go hard.
Fortnite Battle Bus. Stinky Bus in Huntington.
Huntington, right here. Okay, well, someone's driving way too fast outside my house.
Okay, I will just make this clear real quick. In the Start GG, UTC will be shown as the 4 seed in Group A. I'm just, how it's going in, it's going in like that. I'm not doing it based off of seeding. So, just letting you know. Back to Group D.
Oh, T. Hunt said something great. Group C, we need UTKB. In Group
That would be
C,
hard.
we need UTKB.
That would be so cool. Holy smokes. St. Edwards and 2 B teams.
All right, Group D. Who's going to wrap it up?
Go Dogs, UGA. The 19-seeded Georgia will be rounding off Group D.
Alrighty. There is still hope for a UTKB here, or a Buds could go here still too. Who is left? It's Kentucky, Buds, and I literally just said it. UTKB. That's who's left.
Yes.
UTKB, Buds, and Kentucky.
Yes!
All right,
Yes! UTKB!
Nah, this is rigged. This has to be, right?
A B team will be making it today too.
Dude.
Here's
the thing. It isn't just that it's both teams. It's 2 of the 3 teams that have their B team in the same group. It's also the fact that these 2 teams were tied with the same seed, and they're in the same group.
It's so cool, man. Group of life.
Okay, so
group of happiness and joy.
We have Buds in Kentucky left.
Wait, do top 4
Buds
make it through
group,
Saturday?
honestly.
It is top four from each group. Okay, seeds 1 and 2 from each group after 5 rounds of group play.
Go to upper bracket. Yeah.
Go to upper. 3 and 4 go to lower. 5 gone.
I kind of hope Buds is here, but at the same time.
Me too. All right, ready?
At the same time, if UTC were to, I don't know. Let's see it. Who you got?
Wow, this actually is the group of death. Buds.
It is Buds.
It's Buds.
Oh my goodness.
That's insane.
Wow, that is a ridiculous group, and that leaves right.
We don't need this anymore.
18,
Kentucky. Welcome to Group A.
Rumble.
I did.
All right, there are your groups.
Dude, these are insane.
Start studying.
Are nuts.
Start studying. Wait, that means a UTC or Kentucky's making day 2.
Yes! Yes! Chipmunk! Steal streak. Dude, you're
Oh
telling
my
me
goodness.
you're telling me
Oh
that
my
one of
goodness.
Kentucky or UTC will make day 2, but someone from
See,
Group
this is
B
why we did this
won't.
live. This is why we did this live. I love Steel Streak. There is no film on UTC. You don't know what's coming.
That's my boy. That's my boy. That's my boy. Hey, you got it, boss. Come on.
These are some crazy groups. I mean, Group B is the group of death.
Oh,
it just
100%.
is.
There's no other way around it.
Brutal. Having 4 of the teams from 8 through 15? Goodness.
Yeah, Group B.
This is just... Group C is a story, brother. Group C is a movie. You're gonna have Nali versus Kronovi in groups. You're gonna have UTK against UTKB, KSUA versus KSUB, and St. Ed's just finding their way through both of them. That is a good question, Turtle. I'll go ahead and do the math of the average group.
I'm already on it.
I'll do it.
You suck!
No. You're on camera. Let me do it.
Group A is 10.8.
10.8 for Group A. All right.
Which is crazy because the 20th and 18th seed are there.
All right. So, all right, here. Put the averages next to the group.
Okay, I got it.
Average seed.
9.8. That's hell.
Yes. Average top 10.
Oh, hey, it'll be everywhere. Don't worry. I'm gonna put them in parentheses. All right, Kings. Let's finish this up, and then we can finish yapping about everything.
So Group B really is mathematically the group of death.
Yes, that is correct.
Wow. Whew. I mean, to be fair, you know what? The draw is good to us here because the averages are supposed to be close to 10. They are, realistically. Taquito, we're going to do you one better. We're not just going to screen share. We are going to have graphics of each of the groups that is going to be posted here sooner rather than later. So you don't even have to worry about a screenshot. It is going to be posted for people to see. But, yeah, I mean, I love that there's kind of stories for each.
Yeah, you could obviously
Group A, the story is that UTC or Kentucky, one of the two is making day 2.
Yes.
Which is fantastic. Or both. In a crazy world, both could make it. Group B is the group of death, just based on the average seed, and, I mean, you just look at it, and it's ridiculous to read those teams. Group C, there's infinite stories. And then, you know what? I don't even know what to say about Group D.
Group D is really weird.
Group D,
I have no clue who's gonna drop. Like, Georgia...
I guess
is the obvious answer, but I feel like they could take an upset.
They absolutely could. You know, I guess the only story for me, which is just a personal story, is that like Akron's my hometown in Indiana Tech. I chat with those guys on the regular, so that's just gonna be a fun little battle within, you know, a little bit of an internal conflict between those, but that's about it in that group. I don't really know what else to say other than that story. I guess Syracuse Blue and Huntington being one physical point off of, you know, being switched in seeds does make that interesting because that should be as close of a matchup as you can get out of these groups. But man, I don't even know what else to say. I just can't believe Group B ended up falling into a place like that because that is gross.
I did the math wrong. 16, 36, 54. No, I did the math right. I'm just tripping.
Yeah, 54 was the same for Group D.
Oh, I know what it is. Don't worry. Shaking over there? Yeah, Huntington strikes fear into the eyes of all of their opponents. Stinky Bus specifically does that.
Well, I don't really know what else we have, but here's what I can say. Massive thanks have to be given to Nutty for being able to put together a vast majority of this event. Between school and trying to work other jobs outside of school and this, bro's time has been taken up like crazy and still brought in most of the teams here, has put together basically all the prod. Graphics, he's gotten some help on graphics, some help on some recruiting, not too much help, but some. He's gotten a little bit of help on sponsorships, but he has been the main catalyst for a lot of this. So big thanks has to be given out to Nutty.
Appreciate it.
Taquito, thank you. Yes. You're in the chat. I know I see you here. Thank you for joining us in person for the broadcast. Thank you to Bebic in advance.
Yes.
Thank you to Chase as well. Thank you
Yes,
to Tony
my dog.
behind the scenes. Not Tony and St. Edwards, although thank you for getting the team here.
Yes.
And of course, thank you to all of you that are here and that are taking part in this event, whether you're a player, whether you're a part of production, a part of staff. All of this is a group effort, so a massive thank you to all of you for being here, and I could not be more excited for this event. I can't believe it's only in a week's time.
I got approached about this event just over 3 months ago by my boss. Shout out Chase, our esports coordinator. This is very quickly became literally the only thing that I care about. That's a stretch. That's a stretch. But this is going to be one of the best lands of the fall. BBB got announced. Chipmunk, I love you. We'll be second. You guys got that.
Hey, double check that. Double check the chat and get in touch with Flaris.
I'm going to. Don't you worry.
You see that?
Yeah, I did. Flares.
Someone sign my boy.
All right, bro. All right. Well, that's gonna do it for us. I really think I don't have anything else to talk about. Do you?
Yeah. Last things. Be on the lookout for posts on everyone's socials. Whether it's first of all, follow UTC Esports on Twitter and Instagram. I believe it is UTC Esports _ on everything.
I just pinned it.
Follow the Twitter for all announcements, for all graphics. Repost. Get this as widespread as we can. Get this as popular as we can get it to be. We want as many viewers in person or online as we can possibly get. So please follow on UTC Esports _ on Twitter and Instagram. Spread it everywhere. Tell your friends, family about the event. Follow Nutty, WIP _ Nutty _ on Twitter and Twitch, I believe. Follow me at K4McMaster on Twitch, Instagram, and Twitter. Follow A Feisty Taquito. Follow Mr. Bepic. Follow all of us because announcements as the event goes on are going to be fed through all of our individual channels as well as the UTC Esports page. Golden Hour will be promoting as well. Thank you very much, Turtle. Greatly appreciated. And let's make this into something truly special that people remember for years to come.
Yep. No, it'll be great. We got 20 teams rolling in, but only one can walk away with the first place prize. Appreciate you guys being here. We'll appreciate you guys showing up on Friday. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell your grandma, because she probably wants to watch as well. As for me and all of the people with UTC, thank you guys. We genuinely appreciate it, and we hope to see you guys in just about a week's time at 11:30 a.m. Eastern, Friday, September 26th. Y'all have a great rest of your night.